Hey guys, good morning. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Fausta and I do weekly vlogs. Well, on those weeks when I'm not MIA. Listen, life has been crazy the past couple of weeks. I think it's 3 weeks since my last upload on YouTube, and I have so much to catch you up on. The last couple of weeks were super busy with work. If you don't know, I have a main job, which is a corporate job, although I do work from home most of the days. However, I was going to the office way more than I usually do. I also was out with a really bad PMS last week for like 4 to 5 days, like super low energy, cramps, grumpiness like never, ask my husband. And yeah, lots of different other things. We're planning a trip. We were also celebrating my husband's 34th birthday. Anyways, it's Monday, it's a new week, and I thought, let me just get back to vlogging because I actually really missed it. I'm excited to be back. I have my makeup bag here, so we'll be getting ready together now, and then I'll tell you what the plans are for the day. I don't know what happened, but March has been way busier than I planned it to be, mainly because of work. For those who don't know, I do have my main job, a corporate job. I work as a employee communications specialist. And that's the thing, when I go into the office, like, of course, I'm not gonna vlog there because that would be crazy. And then of course the only times that I'm left with free time is early mornings and evenings, which is dark and gloomy and rainy as it was. So like, what would I show, Anyway, one of the updates that I have for you is that I've been recently promoted to a more senior position in my role. So like I said, I do employee communications, but now my role will be leading employee communications, which comes with a little bit more responsibility, a little bit more ownership, and I'm just excited to be able to progress in my career in that job because communications is actually something that I love doing. And even though corporate job does come with, its pros and cons, well, I guess like everything in life, but for me personally, it works really well because it's quite flexible and I really enjoy having that stable, secure job with continuous income month on month. So that's one work update. And the other work update is also super exciting. I think I've mentioned to you this in the past that I work for an American company which is headquartered in US, San Diego, California. And guess what? This May, I'm being invited to join my team in the headquarters, San Diego, for a work trip. And we're going. And not only I'm going, but I'm bringing my husband too, because we'll take some holiday after my work days there and we'll just make it into a 2-week stay overall in the US. It's going to be my 3rd time in California already, so I feel like I've seen a good bit of it, but it's always exciting because there's always something new to see and explore. The trip is not until May, so I still have quite some time to plan everything and book everything, although the flights are already booked and our hotels and Airbnbs are also already booked. So those are my work updates. And then in terms of my personal life, nothing much has been happening except for celebrating my husband's 34th birthday this weekend. It was so fun. We went to this lake house that his family owns and celebrated his b-day there. My family came, his family came, and we just had the most beautiful Sunday ever. Grilling, having fun, catching up with each other, being in the nature. You just can't beat that. The last couple of weeks, whilst I wasn't recording, I was also reviewing my last vlogs and sort of just thinking, analyzing almost what worked well, what didn't work well, what would I want to do differently. I thought that in a lot of my vlogs, I'm just basically reporting on what I'm doing and where I'm going without really going into any sort of depth at all. And personally, I do enjoy watching chatty vlogs where people, tell a little bit more about what's happening in their lives, or they pick a topic and, share their opinions about that topic. Basically just allowing a little bit more of their personality to show through. And that's personally how I connect with other people as well. So that's something I want to start doing more of, instead of just saying, oh, like, I'm now here, going there, I'm gonna get ready and do this and do that, see you there. Do you know what I mean? For today, I do have a couple of things planned. One is obviously to work. I will also be going to pick up a parcel from the post terminal because I ordered these shoes from Vinted and they came in, and I'm so excited and so curious to see if they fit me. I'll also need to dedicate some time for cleaning today because we only came back from the lake house yesterday, being away for the entire weekend. And you know how it is when you're away on the weekend, you come back and you still need to do all the chores, like, you know, the usual stuff, dishes, cleaning, laundry, and things like that. So yeah, it's Monday and I feel like I'm a little bit behind because I didn't have the chance to do my Sunday reset, but it's fine. It's not like a crazy mess here, but I'll just have to do, I don't know, an hour to 2 hours of cleaning. Okay, makeup is done. I'll just need to go and take care of my hair because it's a mess today, but other than that, I feel like I'm ready to tackle the day. I was just cleaning my kitchen and I realized I haven't taken my morning supplements yet, so I thought I would give you an update on how that's going. In the last vlog, I believe I've shared that I am taking on this new supplement regime to target a couple of like my goals, personal goals, which is to reduce cortisol, increase my metabolism, balance out my sugar levels and insulin levels. And so let me show you what my morning dose of supplement looks like. This is it. This is a lot, you guys. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pills only for the morning, and it's about the same dose in the evening with just different stuff. So it's now been 3 weeks since I'm on this new regime, and I can tell you I definitely can tell the difference. I don't have that many energy crashes throughout the day. I do rest, sleep a little bit better too. I don't have night sweats, which I used to have, and which was actually the main concern why I even went into all this research and did all the blood work to understand what's causing it. What I'm trying to say is I'm personally really interested in and generally passionate about supplements and wellness and supporting your body with natural ways, but always do your own research. Never take supplements just for the sake of taking it or just because someone else is taking it. Always understand what fits your body, what fits your needs, and do your research, and yeah, just go from there. I'm back. Oh my gosh, I was not aware it is so warm outside. It's so warm. I was overheating. I picked up the shoes from Vinted, like I said. It's a black pointed heel boot, and I'm very excited to see if they fit me. And then the other parcel is just a bunch of little home goods and like phone accessories and things like that. However, if I'm not mistaken, there should be a print for my big frame in this parcel, and it just doesn't seem to be that wide or wide enough. So yeah, I'm curious. We'll see. Okay, so this is the shoe. I quickly changed my pants into a pair of jeans just so that we can, you know, all see how it would actually look like styled. And I love them. I mean, it's a nice shoe, but it's the wrong size. What the heck? On the listing, it said it's size 40, which is my size. And on the shoe, it says it's 39. Like, I hate when people do that, when sellers on Vinted do that. Like, I guess the girl thought that these are running big, which is, you know, fair enough. But then in the description, you would have to state that it's actually size 39, but I believe it runs small or big, whatever. And she didn't note that. So I'll now have to either go back to the seller and start, like, you know, you can sort of argue that something was off with the ad, with the listing, and you can claim your money back, or I'll have to resell these probably. Okay, so it's now a little bit later in the day. I'm pretty much done with my work and will continue with just organizing my home and also switching out the print. This one, if you remember, is the old one. It's a smaller one, and this is the mess that I want to cover with a bigger frame. If you remember the frame that I broke a couple of weeks ago and then fixed it, and now I have this new print to go inside. So I'm just gonna bring that frame now. We're gonna take it apart, insert this print, and then we're going to try and hang it there. So wish me luck. The moment of truth. Oh no. Wait, I'm confused. Like, what the heck is this? It's literally sliding down. I probably need to like stick it or something. Okay, take two. I added some double tape lining around the edges of the print. So let's see if that works. Okay, so there's a little bit of wrinkling happening right here and right here, but I think I'll be able to really fix it easily. But overall, I love it. I think it's a really, really nice print. It's a little bit more pink than I thought it would be, or at least compared to what it looked like on the internet, but I like it. I think it's gonna go well in this space. Okay, this is the finished result. I actually love it. Somehow it looks funny because it looks like these flowers were literally taken from this painting, from this print, and just placed here in real life. I don't know if that's too much of the same theme, but so far, I don't know, I like it. Good morning, it's Wednesday and I'm making breakfast tacos and I thought I would show you how I do it. If you hear the noise in the background, that's my dishwasher, which I just loaded, so I'm sorry for that. But anyway, I was watching this girl on YouTube. I don't remember her name now, but I'll put her handle up here because I love her fitness and food content, and she was making these breakfast tacos and I thought, oh my gosh, I would love to have those now. Basically, it's just a scrambled egg on a tortilla or like a taco shell, and also you can put different toppings like guacamole, you know, tomatoes, feta cheese also is a very common ingredient to put in the breakfast tacos, but I'll see what I can find in my fridge today. My husband isn't feeling great today, which is why he stayed to work from home. So I'll be making double the portion, but basically if I was just making it to myself, I would add just 2 eggs, and now I'm adding 4. Also, my hair is crazy and it's getting in the way, so let me put that up. Now that's better. One of the breakfast meals that I've been craving for so long now is like a good breakfast burrito, like a juicy breakfast burrito. And the best one I've ever had in my life probably was back in San Diego in California when I was visiting there last year. So now knowing that we will be going back, I've been dreaming about that burrito. No joke. I don't know what they put in it there in US, but it just hits different because I've not been able to find anything like that here in Lithuania, and I've not been able to recreate the same thing at home. Okay, so now we put our eggs in first. And that is followed by the guacamole. Some crumbled feta on top and a little drizzle of the hot sauce on top just because I love sriracha. And there you have it, your breakfast tacos. Taste test. So good. Hey guys, happy Thursday. It's me again, and I'm bringing back my glasses. Hopefully I don't look too nerdy. I'm just sitting here planning out my month a little bit. I did the same thing for March and I thought it worked really well for me. It helped me to be a little bit more organized, and so I thought I would do the same for April. I just have my workout classes laid out here, my special appointments, occasions, birthdays, things like that. I also have an extra to-do list in this calendar, which is not the same as my daily to-do list, but it's just something, some of those things where you know you have to do them, they're not urgent, but they still need to get done at some point, so I write those down here. I didn't end up filming much yesterday just because I wasn't doing that much, to be honest. I was just working for the rest of the day and then binging on my favorite TV show at the moment, which is Better Call Saul. You probably know that one. It's a very well-known, best-selling TV show. I am probably very late to the game, but I'm just loving it. We started watching it with my husband maybe a month ago, and I've binged 4 seasons already, and I'm pretty sure I'll be done with the rest of the series probably within a week or so. Vitas is still sick. He's in the other room. Hopefully I'm not catching whatever he's having, but I'm pretty sure it's just a cold. It is a very sunny, warm day out, so I'm hoping to be able to wrap my work up as early as possible today, even though I do have quite a few online meetings and stuff to do, but still, it's so nice out. I want to make the best use out of it, especially because towards the weekend it's actually going to get really cold again, like back to the minus temperatures, and I'm not looking forward to that. This is where we ended up for lunch. Friday. I'm on my way to the office. Very unlike me because I never go to the office on Fridays, but today I am. We're saying goodbye to one of my favorite colleagues, so I wanted to wish them luck in person. Oop, a lot of noise. Anyway, so I wanted to wish them luck in person and also have some cake together. Also, my mom is coming over to town this evening. We'll be going to see a ballet together with her and my sister, so that's gonna be fun. I'll bring you with me. Oh my gosh, today was just one of those days when I feel like I'm running and doing stuff but can't get anything done on time and I'm feeling like I'm just behind. Like, let me know if you ever have those days, or is it just me and my poor organizational skills, because I definitely do have those days each week, no matter how much I plan and no matter what I do. I'll give you an example. So for example, this afternoon was supposed to be free and I thought I would just take that time to just chill after work and get ready because we're going to that ballet with my mom and my sister tonight. Well, the plans changed because I had a last minute meeting added to my calendar. Then I needed to drive and pick up my mom from the bus station. Then on the way back, I realized that the gas tank is pretty much empty, and if I don't fill it up now, I won't be able to do it later tonight, and I'll need to drive in the evening to drive my mom somewhere else. Long story short, then I need to go to the pharmacy to pick up some meds for my husband, who is still sick. Then I come back home and I realize Liepa has not been on a long walk because, again, my husband's sick, so I probably should take her out before going out for the ballet tonight. And it's just a thing after thing after thing, and now I'm just here having 10 to 15 minutes to get ready. And I've already changed my outfit and I'm pretty much ready to leave the house. But yeah, just wanted to give you a quick check-in because sometimes I guess it can seem as, you know, people have like perfect lives on social media and their days are perfectly planned out and they're super chill and blah, blah, blah. It's not true. It's not reality. And I also get this comment a lot just personally in real life that, oh, you look so collected and so calm and like you just have your stuff together. Girl, no, okay? That's just an illusion that I'm giving, I guess. Anyway, before I leave, I just thought I would show you what I'm wearing. It's nothing fancy. We're going to a contemporary ballet. I'm wearing a white t-shirt along with my denim jacket. And let me just show you my denim jeans with my suede boots. Also another vintage find, this vintage 100% mohair coat. I mean, what? Let me just show you how it looks like on. This one I got back in winter, but I didn't have many occasions to wear it. So whenever I'm going somewhere a little bit more dressier, that's when I take it out. I absolutely love the material. It's giving quality like many vintage things do. Yeah, I love the color. It's very neutral, goes well with pretty much everything. And for the bag, I still need to think what sort of bag I'm taking, but I'll probably just grab whatever I have first thing on my shelf. Good morning, guys. Happy Saturday. It's actually not even morning anymore. It's midday and I feel so lazy today. I'm not gonna lie. I went to my reformer workout this morning and it was pretty tough. Usually when I go to my Pilates classes on the weekdays, I go to the same trainer and he is absolutely amazing. I love him. All of his workouts are really good and I feel energized, and also like my muscles are growing after his class, and I never feel like there's any risky movements that can happen with reformer Pilates sometimes. This morning, however, there was a different trainer. She's a very experienced trainer. However, her workouts usually include quite risky movements on the machine, which I personally don't love because I'm not someone who's like super advanced in the reformer classes. So I felt like, you know, not all the movements were like actually the right fit for my body. But anyway, workout aside, I came back, had a good breakfast, and was just chilling, watching some of my favorite YouTubers. I have a couple of comfort creators, as they're called. It's similar to having a comfort show, if that makes sense. Just someone that you really, really love tuning into, and I get so excited when they upload. I'll put the handles of some of them here if you want to check them out and see what I like to watch and maybe something that you would love to watch too. I'm actually having a really rough skin day, or I would say even a week. And guess what? I finally nailed down on what that is and what's causing it, because for months, or I would say even a couple of years now, I've been having these random breakouts that almost look like rashes rather than actual pimples. and they always appear at the same time of the month, right before my ovulation. And I was doing a lot of like blood testing and just researching and reading about it, like what could it be, like what sort of hormones are causing it and how to heal it, blah blah blah. Turns out it is caused by a spike of the estrogen that comes in place right after your period, and it also triggers something called histamine, which is a chemical in your body that creates these allergic reactions to different things. So whenever I'm having an estrogen spike, my body releases more histamine and it just reacts really bad to some of the foods that I'm already a little bit sensitive to, like coffee, wine, chocolate, a lot of those foods that are usually the triggers for allergies for many people. So anyway, the good news is that the breakouts always come down somewhere around the mid-cycle. So I'm just waiting for that. And in the meantime, trying to take the best care of my skin that I can. Now, something else that I want to do today is actually my nails. If you can see, I have just my natural nails, no nail polish, no anything. And I had them like that for the last 9 months or so. Before that, I used to have really, really long natural nails with some gel polish, like that pinky sort of white, milky nail polish. That's my all-time favorite. And then I decided that I need to give my nails a break. I cut them short, I removed all the nail polish, and now I have this urge to grow them out again. So I figured I would do the first manicure myself here at home since I have everything I need. And then I'll probably go and book an appointment for the manicure, like a professional manicure, right before our trip in May. By the way, I love my new slippers. Got them for probably 12 euros maximum. Okay, home is clean now. I'll probably jump into the shower now myself, and then after that I'll do my nails. I actually did more than I planned to in terms of cleaning, but that's good because tomorrow on Sunday that means I don't have to do anything, so. So I'm almost done with my nails. This is one hand done. I'm not sure if my camera focuses on my hand, but I'm doing just this simple semi-transparent milky pink. I really like this brand, Victoria Vin, for gel polish. I actually saw my nail specialist also uses this in her salon. That's how you know it's good. It's snowing, by the way. Wait, I'll show you. Do you see? It's literally snowing. What the heck? So these nails took me about an hour, even though it's just a base coat that I'm using. Well, a couple of layers of it, but still no like actual color. One of the reasons actually why I stopped going to the nail salons that much is because it used to always be such a hassle finding the time to do it, booking appointments, and here in Vilnius, you can't really just go in and book your appointment on the same even week because they're all so busy. You would always need to book your appointments at least 3 weeks in advance, and I'm just not really good with that. And then if your nail chips or if something happens, then you need to go again, and you need to adjust your schedule to accommodate a nail appointment, which is, yeah, to me, it's a little bit too much of a hassle just for the nails. But yeah, I guess I just missed it, so here we go again. Okay, nails done. This is the after. Okay guys, it's Saturday evening, it's almost 10 p.m. and we're about to do something fun, or well, I hope it turns out fun because it might as well turn out to be a disaster, and that is a self-tan. I've never tried self-tanners before just because I naturally have, I would say, a medium skin tone, and I get really tan during summer, and the tan usually lasts for me until the winter time. And in my younger years, I used to go to the tanning beds and get some tan there during the winter months, although I'm very much aware that it can be pretty damaging to your skin, which is why I'm not really willing to do that now. I was looking up some brands that, can be trusted, and also asked my friends around who I know use self-tan from time to time. And the two brands that I got recommended were Bondi Sands, which I got, and then the other one was Saint Tropez, but I got Bondi Sands just because it was available in my local store. This is a self-tanning foam in the shade dark, and it's the one that you have to stay with overnight, or at least for 6 hours. So it is now almost 10 p.m. I'm about to lather myself in this thing and hope for the best, sleep with it, and then we'll see how it turns out in the morning. I don't know what I'm doing, wish me luck. Good morning, guys. It's Sunday and it's time to reveal the self-tanner results. This is how it looks like after wearing it for about 10 hours. I slept in it and then I also took a shower already. I actually really like the results because it looks quite subtle, not too intense, which is a good thing. I was afraid it can look a little bit too fake, especially for this time of year, but it does not. It looks great and I'm really loving the result. Now, a couple of takeaways from my side. The Bondi Sands self-tanning foam did not stain my PJs nor my sheets, which is a huge win because I was pretty sure my white sheets are going to be ruined. Make sure that your self-tanning mitt is a good quality because I don't know what happened, but I stained my palms. You probably can still see it, although the majority of it is off because I was scrubbing my palms for literally 10 minutes or 15 minutes yesterday after applying. Long story short, my self-tanning mitt got soaked through and the product got onto my palms, and that's how I got it stained. So make sure that the mitt that you're using is also a good quality. Okay guys, other than that, I'm gonna wrap this vlog here because it's Sunday. I need to edit this video and upload it to YouTube today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming back. Make sure you subscribe if you want to see more of my vlogs, and hit the notification bell if you want to be notified every time I upload. But yeah, thank you, and I hope to see you next week.